So yes, today's video is pretty serious, and I am going to be talking about a few things about these beautiful things that you see sitting on top of these houses here in Jamaica, in the Caribbean, all over Africa, countries where your water company might not um, be keeping up with their pumps, so we end up don't have water sometimes, maybe for a day, half a day, a week. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. So we have these tanks to store water, but it can be a problem, right? It can be a problem because it has sometimes they have a lot of chlorine um, in it, lots of chlorine, right? Chlorine supposed to keep your water safe. I guess it keep it clean or whatever, but trust me, it be a lot of chlorine sometimes where your tank it might clog your stuff, mess up your things inside your house, right? Go inside a washing machine and all that type of stuff, all that type of stuff. But what I really want to talk about is these tanks where they have to be maintained, and a lot of people not maintaining the tanks. Um, I usually when I install these things, I usually suggest to the homeowner to put a union, two unions, one on the top, one on the bottom, so you can always pull the tank apart and clean it. Um, I really feel sorry for those elderly person that don't um, maintain these things because trust me, they can get pretty ugly inside, right? Not like this one that I'm showing right now. Not like this one. This one, I think this one, the cover was off. That's the first thing. The cover was off, and the water was low. Um, so that's why this one looking like this. You know, cover off, and but I see most of the time I see like chlorine, and the chlorine kind of look discolored, right? But that's what I say. Don't look like this. All right. So the problem now, if you have a water meter that don't stop the water from going back into the main, this ugly looking water can run back into the main. So that's pretty scary. So now what you need a water filter. So you need a water filter to filter your water. All right. So to stop the water from going back, most people that have a tank, you have most of the time the plumber install a check valve or a non-returning valve to keep your water, because you don't want to store the water and the water going back into the main. That's going to cost a lot of money, water bill. So I'm saying because it's going to be running back out into the main. So you always put a check valve on it to stop that from happening, right? Um, but most of the water meter will stop the water from going back, but you not sure that it's doing that, so you have to put a check valve on it, because I see quite a few that the water go back through it, right? And it also register. I don't know if it's rewinding or it's registering, but it it's gonna spin if the water going back through it. Some of them do that. All right, so yeah, I hope y'all learned something. Um, if y'all appreciate the videos that I'm bringing and stuff like that, give me some likes on the video, right? Subscribe to the channel because